we have to be, first of all, if you had two parents, that's a great blessing. Just having two parents. A lot of people grow up with one parent. If you have two parents, it's a great blessing. If they were good parents, if they were harmonious, it's a great blessing. But just guidance itself, the fact that you're Muslim, alhamdulillah ala ni'mat al-Islam, wa kafa biha ni'ma. Praise be to Allah for the blessing of Islam, and it suffices as a blessing. Even if you didn't have any of those things, if you say La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, alhamdulillah, what a blessing. And that will save people. That's going to save people. Just La ilaha illallah and that Muhammad Rasulullah. And that's why Hudayfa ibn al-Yaman radiallahu anhu, he talked about towards the end of time that there would be people. The Prophet ﷺ mentioned that towards the end of time, he said Islam would yadrasu kama yadrus ath-thawb ala labisihi. Like Islam will be worn out, like a robe gets worn out on the man who wears it. And he said, to the point where people لا يدري أحدهم ما الصلاة ولا الصيام, they won't know what prayer is, what fasting is. يقولون لا إله إلا الله, they'll say لا إله إلا الله, and they say كان يقول هذا آباؤنا فنحن نقوله. They'll say our ancestors used to say this, so we say it. But they won't know what it means. So Al-Hudayfa, who was kind of the expert on the end of time, he related this hadith, and one of the tabi'in, he said, قَبَّحَهُمْ اللَّهُ وَمَا يَنْفَعُهُم. Like, قَبَّحَ, that's an Arab expression of literally it means, may God make them ugly. So he said, may God make them ugly. What will it benefit them? And Hudayfa looked at me, he said, قَبَّحَكَ اللَّهُ أَنْتَ. May God make you ugly. He said, سَيُنْجِيهِمْ مِنَ النَّارِ. It will save them from the fire. So don't underestimate the power of just La ilaha illallah. That's why making takfir of people is really, just leave that to the qadis. Who do you think you are? You're going to determine, And that's not to say that there aren't limits to the Sharia, and we believe in those limits, but you don't know people's conditions. I mean, in Maliki madhab, they actually address the fact that people that grow up in non-Muslim lands are not held accountable for ma'lum min ad-din darura. They're not held accountable for that because they don't know the deen. They didn't grow up in an environment where ma'lum min ad-din darura, people use that expression. It's known out of necessity by the religion. Badihatan. Everybody knows it. That's if you grow up in a Muslim society. Everybody knows it. People here, they don't know it. People don't even know what a woman is anymore here. I mean, God help us. That's how bad it is. So, people are confused. So just go easy on people. That's my advice. You can take it or leave it. When people took fear of me, I just say, subhanallah. I know I'm a Muslim. I'm actually certain of it. I don't have any doubts. The Ash'aris, they say you can say, Ana mu'min inshallah. The Maturidis say you can't say that. Imam Maturidi's madhab, you have to say with certainty. You can't say, Ana mu'min inshallah. The Ash'aris say it from the point of view as we don't know what our end is. We ask Allah for husn al-khatimah. So they actually think that your iman is based on the khatim. Whereas the Maturidis say, no, it's whatever you are in that moment. So you have to be certain of what you are. So you can't say, Ana mu'min, inshallah. You have to say, Ana mu'min jazman. I'm definitely a Muslim. I'm definitely a believer. I believe in Allah. Amantu billah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Subhanaka wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.